This is a lymphatic system which is having the 4 slides: thymus, lymph node, spleen and palatine tonsil. First we will see the individual features, then we will compare. First coming to the thymus, okay. Thymus is having a capsule over there, and these capsules are inside the cortical area. This is a cortex and the outer cortex and the inner medulla. These septors are intervening and these capsules are incomplete. So the medulla of one lymphatic follicle continues with the other lymphatic follicle. And in the cortex zone inside there is a presence of a corpuscle which is called the Hassel's corpuscles. So this within the medulla there is a corpuscle which is a Hassel's corpuscle. This is outer cortex, the inner medulla having the Hassel's corpuscles. The septors are incomplete at places, so the medulla of one lymphatic follicle continues with the other lymphatic follicles, and the medulla is having this Hassel's corpuscles. These are the feature of the thymus gland. So thymus gland capsule is a plus, septotrabecule is incomplete. There are the two parts, cortex and the medulla. As the septors are incomplete, the medulla of one follicle is continuous with the other medulla. That is the feature of the thymus. Let us come to the lymph node. Lymph node is also having the capsules. Within the capsule, the afferent channels that will be opening up, and there is a invagination within the cortex and medulla. There is also outer cortex, inner medulla. These are called trabeculae. Okay, so they intervene with the cortex, and this afferent sinuses, which being this is the subscapular sinus, will be there. Inside the cortex there is an intermediate sinus, and ultimately it will comes out to the medullary sinus of the efferent channel. So there is the afferent channel, there is the efferent channel in case of lymph node, which is specifically important features of the lymph node. It is the outer cortex zone, it is the inner medulla zone. In between cortex medulla there is a paracortex zone. The cortex is having the lymphatic follicles, and as the lymph node is a very important organ respect to the defense mechanism, there is a center within it which is called the germinal center. There is a production of the lymphocytes from the lymph node for the germinal center. In the medulla there is a cord-like structure which is called the medullary cord, and the sinuses are present which is called the medullary sinuses. They will ultimately comes out from the hilum of the lymph node as the efferent channel. So these are the features of the lymph node. So what are the features? Let us see. It is a capsule which is present, trabecule is present, cortex is present, there is medulla is present. In between cortex medulla there is a paracortical zone. The cortical zone, the lymphatic follicles are present which are having the germinal center. This is very specific about the lymph node. Within the medulla it is having the medullary cords and the medullary sinuses. These are the features of the lymph node. Capsule present, trabecule present, cortex present, medulla present. Cortex having lymphatic follicles, germinal center, medulla having medullary cords and medullary sinuses. And moreover, one more feature, that is the afferent channel, and the efferent channel present in case of lymph node. Coming to the spleen. Spleen is having a capsule, and then the trabecules are intervening within it. There is no cortex, no medulla in case of spleen. Instead of that, what is there? There is a sea of red pulp, that is the disintegrated RBCs within the spleen, and inside this is the island of white pulp. So there is a sea of red pulp and the islands of the white pulp present. Inside the white pulp there is a central arteriole which is eccentrically present. That is the feature of the spleen. So spleen is having a capsule, a trabecule, having the red pulp, white pulp having the central arteriole which is eccentrically present. So capsule present, trabecule present, red pulp present, white pulp present, cortex, medulla both are absent feature in case of spleen. This eccentrically placed central arteriole is one of the feature for identifying as the slide of the spleen. Okay. Then compared to that we come to the slide which is called palatine tonsil. Palatine tonsil is separate from the all the other threes because it doesn't have any capsule. It doesn't have any cortex, it doesn't have any medulla. It is the palatine tonsil present in the palate, which is first line of defense. When the foreign antigen enters, so it is having the lymphatic follicles, and lymphatic follicles are having the germinal center. Similar to the lymph node, the palatine tonsil is having the lymphatic follicle with the germinal center for the production of the B lymphocyte to counteract the antigens. So it is a tonsillar crypt lined by stratified squamous epithelium, non-keratinized, and the caves are surrounded by the lymphatic follicles which are having the germinal center for the protection of lymphocyte to and counteract the antigenic attack. Okay, and there is in peasants there is a mucous acini which are present near to the palate and tonsil. So the palate and tonsil features the cleaved line by static by squamous epithelium, lymphatic follicles having germinal center, no capsule, no cortex, no medulla. These are the features of the palate and tonsil. So these 4 slides you have to remember with the comparison from each other so that you can remember it thoroughly, that this is a slide of thymus, this is a slide of lymph node, slide of spleen, and this is a slide of the palate and tonsil. Okay.